Today's video is all about your 1 to 31 folder. So as you already know, every business needs a database and also every business needs a system. So our system is called a 1 to 31 folder and it's having everything all in one place that we can work on every single day at the easiest possible, or in the easiest possible way. So I'm going to talk you through my folder and how I work my folder, and hopefully you will get it at the end of the video and hopefully it will make sense and you will be able to go forward and put your own together and making sure that you can work it effectively every single day to help you move your business forward. So what I'm going to tell you first of all is everything that you need. So you need a ring binder or a lever arch folder. So mine's in keeping with my brand, so you don't need to, it could be any colour, but mine's like a turquoisey bluey colour. And then you need some dividers. So you'll need 31 dividers for the days of the month, and then you'll need 12 dividers for the months of the year. And then on top of that, you'll probably need probably get a pack of 100 Polly Pockets. And then you need some sharing the opportunity profiling sheets printed off, activity trackers sheets printed off, and your Who Do You Know list sheets printed off. Now you can find these either on your team pages, from your upline, or you can download them from Forever Knowledge. But any hassle, just ask your upline and they'll be able to point you in the right direction. So I'm going to talk you through how I work my 1 to 31 folder, and then hopefully, like I said, you'll be able to work yours correctly and efficiently. So at the beginning of my 1 to 31 folder, I have my Who Do You Know list. So mine's quite big. So these is everybody that I know, every single person. So just an overview. Everybody, friends and family, school friends, work friends, mums at the school gate. You know, every single person that you know. And then obviously, don't forget you can go through the memory joggers that are on your First Steps to Manager book. In your First Steps to Manager book. So at the beginning, I have my Who Do You Know list. And then I have spare Who Do You Know lists. Then I have my activity trackers in Polly Pockets per month. So I have January to December. And then that's how I keep a track of my stats, which I will talk you through in a second. And then I have spare activity trackers. Then I have my profiling sheets, so sharing the opportunity sheets, spare ones. And then it goes into my 1 to 31 dividers. So like I said, these are the days of the month. And then at the back I have my 1 to 12. So these are the months of the year. And in between each divider I have a Polly Pocket. So then I can just slide my profile sheets in accordingly. And it keeps it all neat and tidy. So first thing then, I'm going to talk you through now how I work it. So that's everything that's included. And what I do is every single day I will pick out my Who Do You Know list out of my folder. This is the first things that I do. And I get my Who Do You Know list. So we'll say that I have names on there. So I pick 5 people off my Who Do You Know list every single day. And then the first thing I do after that is I will write a profile sheet of every person that I'm going to contact that day. Now, if you're wanting to do this more effectively or more time effective, then you can do this on a Sunday evening, say before armchair training, 7 o'clock, sit down for half an hour and do your profile sheets for the whole week. So you can do your 5 a day all in one go, and then you can slot them in knowing that you can just open your folder on that day and contact them. I'm forever full time, so I can do this daily, and this is how I like to do it. So like I said, you've got an option there. You can either profile daily or profile weekly and then contact daily. So it's quicker. If you need to obviously do it in a shorter space of time, if you're working and you work longer hours, you can just pick out your 5 profile sheets that are pre-done on a Sunday and contact those people. So I'm going to talk you through now how I profile somebody. Just a quick overview. So let's pick Emma next door. So I would write down on this profile sheet every single thing that I know about Emma. So I know that Emma lives next door, so I know her address. I don't know her telephone number, but I can contact her by knocking on the door or from Facebook. I know where she lives, so I write her address. I know she's married. I know she has 2 boys. I know she drives. I know she's in her early 30s. And I know that her hot button would be that she wants to spend more time at home with her children, because I know she's quite high up in Burberry. And she works long hours, Monday to Friday. So she doesn't see the kids in the morning before school, and she doesn't see them until 7 o'clock on an evening, because she gets in late. So she misses the whole school run times as well. So she'd like to be at home with her children more. I know that. So I'd write that down. Her personality is that she's outgoing, she's open-minded, she's successful in her career, and she's confident. So I would tick those, and then the notes at the bottom I would use for the conversations that we are having regarding the business opportunity. So then I would go into contacting her. Now I would make it very personal, and I would tell her that I have a way because I know her quite well. So I would go in with a quite informal message to her, because, like I said, she's my next door neighbour and I know her quite well. And I'd say, hey, hon, you know, if I could show you a way that you could earn an extra income around the boys, or being able to replace your current income so you can spend more time at home with the boys, would you want to know more? And I know from that she probably would. It may be a case of timing, but I know she probably would. So then I would pop her in. I wouldn't think about her again until it was time to follow her up, unless she messaged me back. So I would then pop her in. It's the 12th today, so I would pop her in the 15th. So 2 to 3 days' time, I would pop her in the divider number 15. That's the 15th of the month. So she's now in the 15th. Now, knowing Emma, like I said, she would probably reply to me straight away. Now, Emma would reply and she would probably say, because it's this time of year, say, for instance, she turned around to me and said, actually, Danielle, now's not a good time. It's heavy at work. Maybe come back to me after Christmas. Perfect. So I would then put her in for January. So I would go to the number 1 to 12 at the back, and I would put her in January. It's number 1 for January. Now, if she came back to me and said, absolutely, yeah, show me, God, dying to get out of what I'm doing, would love to spend more time with the boys, what's next? You know, show me some more information. I would then obviously message her back saying, brilliant, get the kettle on, coming round on Saturday, and we'll have a chinwag. So I would then pop her in Saturdays, because that's when we've got a one-to-one, and I would write notes at the bottom. Really excited, up for it, going to meet her for coffee having a coffee at her house on Saturday. So then I would put her in on Saturday, which should be the 18th from now. So I would put her on the 18th. So that would be that. Now, if she didn't reply at all, then I would obviously, on the 15th, when I'd put her in, I would go open the folder on the 15th, take it out, have a look, seeing that she's not replied, so I would then go back in with, hey, hon, did you get my message? I know it's been busy this week, you know, how was your weekend? What's the boys been up to? Etc, etc. And throw it in like that. If she then didn't reply after that second message, I would bob her in for a week after that, and then I would say something along the lines of, when it came to that day, I would say something along the lines of, hey, hon, I'm guessing you've been mega busy, or the timing's just not right for you right now. I will catch up with you in a few months, unless in the meantime you can think of somebody else that would be interested in finding out more. And I would leave it at that. And then she would go into my folder for a few months' time, so then I would check up with her. No, we spoke before, but is now a better time, as before you were really busy. Say something along those lines. Now, everybody that I contact off my Who Do You Know list gets a tick next to them to say that I've done it. They then get added to my activity tracker. And if you remember me saying, my activity tracker is for keeping hold of my stats. So that's letting me know how many people I need to speak to get people to join. Then I have something to go off then. So we always say, on average, 5 people a day brings freedom our way. So if you're contacting 5 people a day off your Who Do You Know list, roughly between 3 and 5 people per week are going to look at some more information. So you can see there straight away, after contacting 35 people over 7 days, you're only going to get 3 to 5 people that are wanting to know some more. That is normal. That is absolutely fine. Now, we also say 1 in 10 people who we know really well from our warm list will join, or will say yes to more information, sorry. And then 1 in 20 of people that we don't know will say yes to some more information. So bear that in mind and manage your expectations, because you obviously are going to get a lot of no's, but that's absolutely fine, and that's exactly what we want. So the more no's you get, the more yeses you get. So I don't want you to stop after you get your first 5 no's thinking, oh my God, that's not working. It's normal, just have to keep going and sieve out those yeses. It's a little bit like the miners that go to the gold mines. Now, you know, if every time they hit the pick into the wall, they didn't get any gold and they stopped, they wouldn't find the gold eventually, would they? So they've got to hit through a lot of coal and a lot of concrete wall to get their gold. And that's exactly the same as us. But like I said, if you keep a track of your stats, then you know exactly how many people you need to speak to in order to get people to join. So every single person that I contact goes on my tracker. So then I can keep a track of who I'm speaking to, if they've had information at a quick glance. So I also have highlighters. I've got a few knocking about here in my pencil case. So my highlighters, I have pink for people that have had some more information. I have green for people that have joined. I have yellow for people that have said no. And I have blue for people that have said to me, not right now. They've actually turned around to me and said, not right now. So if they are on holiday and they want me to follow them up in a little while, or if they have turned around to me and said they've just started a new job, they want to see how that goes first, then I know in a couple of months I can follow them up, then they go in blue. So I will show you, just as an example, I've got some September stats here because I've just been looking at those. If I can find them. Here they are. So every single person that goes on here, that I contact goes on here. So as you can see here, on 13 people on this list here, I've contacted. Out of those first 13, 4 of them have wanted some more information of some kind, whether that be a 5-minute link, sitting down for a one-to-one, a phone call, or a business presentation. The others have not even contacted me back. They've ignored every single message that I've sent, so every follow-up and every the initial message as well. So you can see there that obviously they haven't got back to me, but that's absolutely fine. And obviously this one's a little bit better. Out of these 13, these are all still in September, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4 people have ignored me. One person has said, what's the note that I've put there? She'd had a death in the family, so she wasn't really looking at anything right now, but obviously to speak to her in a couple of months. So I've then put her in a couple of months to have a look at some more information, or to contact her again. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people there, I've asked for some more information of some kind. And then these on the last sheet here, one person turned around to me and said, absolutely no, not for me. She actually said no after I showed her some more information, so that was a no. And then 2 people have said get back to me. I actually showed them some more information. 2 people have said more information, and then 1 person joined. So out of all those people, there's 13 people on each sheet. Only 1 person joined me. And that's how I would expect it. You know, I would expect to contact quite a few people. Around about 150 to 200 people per month is my stats for 1 person to 2 people to join. So that's my stats. So I know that because I keep a track of my stats on my activity trackers. So that's all you need to do to keep a track of yours. I hope that helps. You can colour code it exactly how you want. You know, they're just my colour coding, pink, blue, green and yellow. And like I said, everybody then moves through your folder on your profiling sheets. So they will go through your folder all the time then, moving through your folder. Every day I open it up on the day that it is, and I will follow those people up. Everybody that's in there at that time, I will follow up and then move them along accordingly. So I hope that helped, guys. Like I said, any problems, any issues with the files or with the sheets, speak to your upline, and like I said, hope that helps. So speak to you all soon.